We get it right sooner or later one of these years. 14 away from 12 o'clock. It is 16 degrees. Been there all day. I think the weatherman's going to win, which is a worry to me because I don't want the weatherman to win ever. He's always wrong. You know, I said 18 degrees. So, okay, fair enough. We're going to give him one today. In the meantime, let me do this.
Galaxy 107fm.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and I got a pussy here. Very, very cool. Let me try this one. There we go. Much better. And yeah, get it. Technology, don't you love it? We've got bits and pieces all over the place. We really, really do. Nice to have everybody on board this morning. Bo Gregory is back. Nice to have you back, bro. Bo, it really, really is, because today we're going all the way over to Illinois. Well, not in Illinois after all. In fact, on the road by the looks of it, side of the road. Maybe he's trying to make some money. You never know. People do strange things on sides of roads these days in Ohio. I don't know why in Ohio, but, well, okay, fair enough. Jimmy Sarr is going to be joining us, and, well, you know what? One of his most requested tracks is Redneck, Undercover. Check it out. You still get a huge amount of people requesting that track, bro.
Really? That's awesome.
You do. You really, really do. By the way, I've got to congratulate you on your wedding, but I've got a question. Where the hell was my invitation?
I wish you would have told me, if I knew for a moment you guys would make the trip out here, I would have sent you one for sure.
Oh, mate, would have been there for you in a heartbeat. We really, really would have.
I'll be on that.
But I feel a little awkward because I don't know what the good lady's name is.
Her name's Christy.
Christy. Okay. Well, congratulations to
Thank you.
You and
Thank you.
Christy. Absolutely brilliant. So who's the cook in the house? Is it you or her?
Oh, it's me. Definitely
me. Barbara can't cook. She doesn't want to. Well, she can, but when she got married, bro, she put it in her wedding vows
She wasn't cooking.
that he was doing the cooking.
No, I actually like to cook. I do it. I don't mind doing it.
Okay, all right. Well, you know, unfortunately I don't. My mother was a master chef. I'm not kidding. She used to cook for Parliament buildings.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she was right up there. Honestly, when I was a kid, my mum was my mum. But one day she took me to her work, and I was so educated, bro. I was horrified by this monster that came out of this woman. I was scared of her from that point onwards, honestly, mate. I didn't want to piss her off in any way.
Hello, Terry.
But honestly, yeah, no, she had 25 staff, and being the head chef, she really knew how to work these people, I tell you. And therefore, I didn't want to cook. Ever. I did not. So, you're on a radio tour. And this is
we're bouncing around here and there. We're gonna go up through the Midwest next and see what happens. Like I said, fighting's doing really well, and just gonna keep riding it as long as we can. Nice.
Well, I tell you what, bro. I love being on radio tours for some funny reason. I love doing them. So enjoy that time. It's fun. It really is. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today we're not in Illinois, Chicago, Windy City, Yeah, no, we're actually in on the road somewhere between cities of Ohio and somewhere else. But of course, Jimmy's in the middle of doing radio tours, and well, it would be remiss of us if he didn't drop on into this radio station and say hello. Hello, Jimmy, welcome back.
Hey, Grant, how are you, buddy?
Absolutely elated to catch up with you, brother, man. There's been a lot go down since the last time we spoke.
Yeah, a full year. A lot can happen in a year, huh?
Well, apparently one of us got married, and it wasn't me.
Oh, you know. Yeah, it was me. I did it.
You know, believe me, congratulations to you and Christy, and you know, you're going to have a happy, long life. I can see that one coming. That's one heck of a watch you've got on your wrist there. I didn't realise people still used watches anymore.
It's purely decorative. I've always been a watch guy, so I gotta have one on my arm at all times.
Yeah, believe me, when you go and ask somebody for the time, do you point to your wrist?
You know what? To be perfectly honest with you, when I look for the time, I grab my phone.
Yeah.
Grab my phone and look for time.
Exactly.
I probably never even look at the watch. It's more of an accessory, I guess.
So would you feel a bit of an egg if you go up to somebody and say, "What's the time?"
Yeah, I'll grab my phone. Honestly, I'll grab my phone.
Literally. Ah, dear, oh dear, oh dear. Terry Van Cannon, coming out of North Carolina, is joining us this morning. Nice to have you on board, Terry. Honestly, my friend, Terry Van Cannon is a slide steel master. This man is an absolute genius. So, Jimmy, if you ever need somebody in that field of music, believe me, get in touch, because we'll put you in touch with the best slide steel in the whole of America. Believe me, I love that guy, I really do. Michael Zanderwick. Michael Zanderwick, you were watching the last interview we did coming out of Stockholm, and nice to have you on board. It really, really is. Apparently you've been a friend of Barbara's for a little while. Nice to have you, and thank you for your wonderful comments a little earlier on. We'd love to catch up, shoot, you know, around the world and see how we match up as being friends and stuff like that. Keep in touch. Chris Andreas is watching as well. Nice to have Chris on board, coming out of Vancouver Island in British Columbia. Absolutely love Chris, and he's been doing some work on stage lately. I've been looking at some of his pickies. Love that. Well done. Now, I've got to ask you, Jimmy, since the last time we caught up, you've been doing a little bit of recording, a little bit of writing, and we are going to be releasing Fighting in a couple of minutes. But have you got anything new following that up? Have you got a new album coming out?
The album actually released on July 2nd. The full album is out on iTunes, Spotify, anywhere you get digital music. As you mentioned, Fighting is the first official single from the album. We released Whiskey in a Wine Glass kind of brief teaser to the album, you know, early last year. And that one is on the album too, but Fighting is the official first song. The next one we're still undecided. It's kind of, everybody has a different favorite, so I guess that's a good problem to have, is that it means that there's more than one good song on the album if everybody's arguing about what should be the next single.
Now, I've got a young man by the name of Clyde coming out of Knightsbridge in London. He's asking, Jimmy, are you considering doing any UK tours anytime soon?
I would love to. It depends on logistics and how. Basically, when radio picks up a song out there, if the UK picks it up, you know, we can maybe make that happen. But I would love to. I'd love to go all over the world. And I got fans from everywhere that I get messages all the time, and I'd love to meet every one of them, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, we know that you want to come to New Zealand as well, and we would love to have you here. We really, really would. Andy Lindquist is joining us as well. Nice to have you on board, Andy. It really is. Now, at the same time, and it would be remiss of me if I didn't ask this, Jimmy, but as a fan, how do we get hold of you? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? Are you a talker? But more importantly, do you respond?
Yeah, I try to respond to everything personally. I really do. My wife handles a lot of like the posting stuff, because I'm bad at it. Just plain and simple, I'm just bad at it, and I'll never do it because I'm just not a that kind of guy. I'm more old fashioned, but she'll take the pictures, she'll post them on Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff. I'm trying to get better at TikTok. Unfortunately, that one I haven't really got too familiar with yet, but we're getting there. I'm trying to modernize myself. I'm just an old country boy, Grant. I don't do this stuff, but.
Now, when was the last time you caught up with Mr. Jet Black Steer?
I talked to him maybe a month ago. We exchange text messages constantly, but every once in a while we'll have a phone call and just see how each other's doing and wish each other the best and send love to each other. But he's one of my favorite people on this planet, and I wish I could see him more.
Absolutely, absolutely. Next time you do run into him, give him a poke in the eye for me, won't you?
How about a big hug instead?
Well, okay, that'll do. Fair enough. Love it, but we absolutely love him as well. We really, really do. Now, having said that, it would be remiss of us if we didn't get down to the business. Time to tell me and give me the skinny on this fighting. What's this about? Give me the skinny on the lyrics of this.
Fighting it's a song for anybody that's ever tried and failed. We've all made mistakes. We've all kind of been through, stuff, and, it's about not letting it define you. It's about coming out the other end. It's about trying to be a better person today than you were yesterday, and that's really all that matters. We all just want to be someone that we like to look at in the mirror every day, and, I mean, it's as simple as that sounds. Sometimes it's not. And for some people, and there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You can always be better, and just as long as you're trying to be better, that's really all that counts.
I've got to be honest with you. When I very first heard this in the production room with the boys in there, when I saw fighting, I says, "What's this? Is this going to be the new Stallone Rocky theme song?" You never know. It might have been. Here, joining us live is Jimmy Sarr, the man himself. Here is his latest track, Fighting. How you feeling, Jimmy? You okay?
I'm doing good.
Nice.
Good.
Now, have I ever asked you if you're a vegan by any chance?
Yeah, you did.
I did.
Can't use that joke.
Okay, use that. Okay, did I ask you about William Shatner?
No.
Okay, you do remember who he is, right?
Yeah, Star Trek.
Captain Kirk. I saw the other day in the news that the government over there has asked him to remove his line of lingerie.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, apparently Shatner Panties isn't a good name.
That's a good one.
You can keep that. You can.
All right.
Good idea. Are you one of these guys that likes to think out of the box, Jimmy?
Yeah, always, yeah.
Okay, well, I kind of think of weird things all the time. Like, for instance, man knows how fast the speed of light is, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so how fast is darkness? Can you imagine if your knees would bend in the opposite direction that they do now, how interesting cheers would be? Okay, one more, okay. In the Second World War, the Japanese pilots, the kamikazes, they knew they were going to die, right? I know they did because they would go around families asking for little stitches on their scarves as prayers and stuff like that. So they had a fair idea they weren't coming back. But my question is, why the hell did they give them crash helmets?
Yeah, it makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, it does. They didn't teach them to land, but have a crash helmet. I'd rather have a parachute, please. Lord Greystoke, a.k.a. Tarzan. Remember Tarzan?
Yes.
Why didn't he have a beard? I mean, it wasn't like you could go down to the dairy and get some Gillettes or anything, was it?
That is true. Years in the woods and never grew a beard.
Yeah, exactly. How the hell did that happen? Yeah, I know. And I haven't been to the woods in about 20 years. Can you tell? Oh dear, oh dear. Here's one for you, Jimmy. If an electric train was going from north to south at 120 kilometres an hour, and the wind was blowing from south to north at 130 kilometres an hour, which way would the smoke blow?
It's 10 miles the other way, right?
No, it's an electric train, bro. You know, Jimmy, you're really going to have to work on your bio. Ooh, sorry about that. A little squeaky there. You're going to have to work on your bio, bro. I mean, seriously?
Yeah, some stuff. I've accomplished a lot more since we wrote that thing.
Yeah, well, believe me, I think you must have. Honestly, usually I get about 3 or 4 pages, and Barbara says, Jimmy's bio. I went, where?
I just keep, right?
Literally. But, you know, I tell you what, I got a deal for you. Seeing that you've brought the good wife into the business now, maybe she will be able to do a bio for you.
I don't know if I want her to write it. She'll tell everybody everything.
Yeah, we want the truth. The whole skinny and nothing but it. You know what I mean?
Well, you can get the dirt on me.
I like it. I'm starting to like her a lot, to be very honest with you, even though I didn't get an invitation to go to the wedding. Well, saved me on a wedding present, I suppose. Maybe. Never know. Jimmy, anything new?
And another plane ticket.
Yeah, well,
See?
there you go. Maybe, just maybe, you might want to have a second honeymoon over here in New Zealand.
I've been trying to talk to this. I'm telling you, New Zealand's on my bucket list. It's top, or actually top of the list. To be honest with you, we've been talking about this for years. You know, but we'll get down there. I promise.
Well,
Absolutely, we'll get.
I'd be honoured to show you around our humble country. I really, really would. In fact, there is another couple coming to New Zealand very, very shortly. Steve Lynch from the band Autograph. He was the first lead guitarist out of the band. Him and his new bride are coming to New Zealand, going to be catching up with us here in New Zealand, and we'll show them around the country. He reckons he's coming to keep me in line. I reckon he's coming so I can get him into trouble. I think it's an even deal, really. I did say to him, if you're coming to New Zealand, bail money. Yeah, plenty of bail money. If you're going to be hanging out with me, you're going to need some of that, literally. We would love to have you in New Zealand, my friend. We really, really would. Now, just one more very quick question. Anything new coming out in the near future? Will you come back again?
Right now, like I said, we're promoting fighting, and it's doing really well here in the States. And you know, I appreciate you telling me how well it's doing there as well. And we're excited about it. We're doing the radio tour to support it, and you know, hopefully we'll be releasing the next song off the album really soon. We haven't decided which one, because everybody seems to have a different favorite. So, you know, like I said, it means that there's more than one good song on the album, which is definitely a good problem to have. So we'll see. The next one should be out hopefully the next month. But if anybody wants to get a sneak peek, they can listen to the album anytime on iTunes or Spotify or wherever you get your digital music.
Now, I just got one more question from Shona coming out of Charlotte, North Carolina. She's saying, Jimmy, do you have any merch? How do I go and purchase that? Do you have a website?
We do have a website. They can message us through there, or they can go through Facebook or Instagram, and we can point them in the right direction.
Awesome. Well, I tell you what, how about sending me one of your T-shirts as well so that I can wear them while I'm doing this subliminally?
Yeah.
And I've got to be honest, this actually does work, Jimmy. It's happened in the past. People have told me this. They're watching the interviews that I'm doing, but they're on the interwebby thing too, checking out the websites, the merch stores of who I'm wearing and making purchases, caps, koozies, T-shirts, the whole deal. So if you would do me the honour, my friend, I would be more than honoured to wear your brand.
Message me your and Barbara's sizes, and I'll get some stuff in the mail right away.
Awesome. Absolutely brilliant. That would be great. Just one other thing. Next time you're near a recordable 58 microphone, how about doing me some voiceovers?
You got it.
Brilliant. Because I'd be honoured to play you in our shows, if you know what I mean. And the more time people hear your name, your voice, everything like that, the more they go and find out who you are on the website. And before you know it, you're making CD sales and, you know, brand purchases are going out the door. You know what I'm saying? So, brilliant, brilliant, absolutely stunning. Jimmy, we're going to wrap it up right now, but don't go anywhere just yet because I do want to get these guys up here so they can take a few photos. Barbara's going to make it into a movie. She'll pass it on to you.
All right.
Did she make you a cartoon the last time?
I don't know if she did or not.
Believe me, it's painless, it really is, but it's one of the few things that makes me look good, so you never know, she might throw in a few cartoons as well. Hang in there, my friend, because believe me, everybody wants to rush the monitors right now. Don't go anywhere.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you for joining me here at Galaxy 107 FM. For everybody else, have a very happy and successful day. Barbara and I will be back between 5:30 in the morning and 10 o'clock. You will guaranteed hear Jimmy Sarr and Fighting in my breakfast show. I can tell you that right now. In the meantime, stay safe. Happy radio, everyone.